Mr. Chair.
My colleagues from North Dakota, and having enjoyed being in North Dakota with you, I know these water issues are hugely important. Look forward to working with you. Absolutely. Senator Cantwell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this hearing, to you and Ranking Member Risch and Senator Daines, all supporters of a bill that is on this agenda, the Hydro Improvement Act, and appreciate your support on that. It has good bipartisan support, and it's a tribute to the coalition that includes the hydropower industry, environmental communities, and tribal communities. And I believe Senator Daines put out some of our letters of support already for the record, but I'd like to make sure that people understand the National Hydro Association, the National Congress of American Indians, all the FERC, many of the FERC commissioners, both Republicans and Democrats, American Rivers, and Seattle City Light. So I know that is on our agenda for today. But with Commissioner Tootin here, thank you so much for all your work. I'm also throwing a bouquet because I thank you for your leadership in tackling very difficult issues on water, particularly in the West. And we also have legislation before us today that covers other issues. One is the aquifer storage issue, which I know you know a lot about this. We believe that aquifer protections, particularly in the West during drought could provide some drought resiliency to us. And funding this program should provide state and local communities with additional tools that I think would be cost effective. I've even heard some of our fish hatcheries talk about it as an extra tool for cooling water in particular areas. So what additional activities would the Bureau be able to undertake with a higher aquifer funding program, and are there ways to expand the recharge storage recovery plan throughout the West?
Our President's budget request includes $5 million for this program, and certainly there is a demand there that would exceed that. And so should we be given more resources, we would deploy that for places like the Odessa subaquifer and the Yakima Basin.
Thank you. Do you think that as we come to terms now with even I think on the front page of the paper today is another El Nino prediction for us in the Northwest. I just don't know how to describe to people that our storage system has been snowpack. But if we're not going to have snowpack and it's just going to be liquid, then having some other place to store it, like in aquifers, would be a really good strategy. So what do you think if we said we were going to make, what do you think $5 million is making a dent in? Like less than 1% of our opportunity? Or how would you characterize what our opportunity were if America really grasped what aquifers could do for us?
If I could just give an example, certainly in your home state, Yakima has a 77% water allocation this year because of the hydrology, because the Northwest wasn't as hit with the atmospheric rivers. Because of investments in efficiencies, in groundwater, surface water, management, as well as an ecosystem, they are being able to weather this storm. And so it really is a tool in a toolbox of being able to use groundwater recharge as well as water efficiencies to get through these cyclical swings in hydrology.
So we could easily use like 25 times this investment. I'm saying from a scientific perspective of giving people tools during what we know are going to be warmer and wetter conditions.
We will use the tools given to us, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.